Hey, it's me, Marquelworld. Let's talk about it. I made sure this time I changed the title of my live. Usually it says Markel's World Live, so I made sure before I went live this time that it has the actual name. So let's talk about it. TNA Impact here for a live tonight. I do like TNA Impact. I do know a lot of people don't watch TNA Impact, but I do love TNA Impact. So let's talk about it. My MVP was Josh Alexander, and the what we're going to see with Josh Alexander. We do see that he did get involved in the main event. Let's talk about some gossip real fast. Giselle Shaw has left TNA Impact. That's no surprise, considering her, was it boyfriend, fiance, um, got released from TNA. So I am not surprised that she's no longer part of the company. We had an open challenge. If you're Jordan Grace, that's what we do. We have our open challenges, and then somebody from NXT is going to come, and then it's going to be a big shock factor. So let's see. We do have the system dominating TNA Impact. How many times will I see that TNA Knockout Tag Team Champion without her really defending that title? Do like her spunkiness. She is on the show a lot. A little shocked that Moose, somebody like him, is even part of a faction like this. Because Moose, he doesn't even need background or backup to, win matches, things in that nature. So I'm just really surprised that he's even involved in a group like this. But they did start out, TNA tonight, talking their junk. We did see Eric Young, who they always reference as the original TNA superstar. We did have Eric Young. He was being interviewed by Gia. I do like Eric Young. Really wished more would have happened in NXT. I thought he was going to shine in NXT, considering that's like the closest thing to TNA if you go to WWE. As you can see, we see that with the little partnership, I can say, soon to be merged. Let's talk about that one day. Clearly, they may merge one day. TNA and NXT. I don't know. I mean, he is a good fit for NXT. Eric Young, but I am glad that he is in TNA. This is where he gets to shine, and this is where a lot of people respect Eric Young a little bit more, opposed to elsewhere. So he did get interviewed. We did see Tom talk about JBL and that surprise appearance that JBL made. Don't know if he still has a contract with WWE or is still affiliated, but wouldn't be surprised since TNA and NXT are working together, and JBL may be a friend of Shawn Michaels in real life. So who knows? But we got a small update on JBL. We still don't know what Nick and JBL were talking about. We still don't know. Let's see. We do have Kushida and Lorando Kid face off. There was no, what do you call it? There was no decisive winner. So that goes that. I do know Kushida is very talented. A lot of people do like Kushida, but we did not get a definite answer tonight with that match. We did have, what else did we have going on? Let me see my room. We did see double duty, Josh Alexander and Kushida again, I said Josh Alexander was the MVP to me because I do like his heel turn, and when they were all trying to compete for Moose's championship. So we do have Kushida versus Josh, which Josh did win that impromptu match, I would say. Joe Hendry is still mad at Josh Alexander because he sent a message to Josh Alexander, but this could be a feud between the two, Josh Alexander and Joe Hendry, that does not have to involve a belt at all. No, seriously, this can be a feud that does not involve the belt at all. So I am glad to see this. A side feud that doesn't always have to have the title. We did have Jordan Grace have her open challenge, which 9 times out of 10 is going to be someone from NXT. If you think it's going to be someone from MLW or from the indie circuit or from NWA, you are wrong. Or if you think someone from AEW is going to come, you are wrong. It's always going to be somebody either from TNA or NXT. I'm doing well. A little tired today, so I'm doing a quick recap. Did you watch TNA, and what did you do today to celebrate as well? What did you do? How are you, Anthony? But we did have Jordan Grace, Open Challenge, Carmen from NXT. If that rings a lot of bells to you and you are a Carmen fan, well, you were in for a treat. She did challenge for that Knockouts title, but again, she did not win. We did have Rosemary that was watching and involved. This isn't the first time we've seen her watching from the crowd. Oh, nice. Did you go in with anybody to IHOP or you celebrate by yourself? But we what was I saying? Oh yeah, we do see Rosemary. She does get involved a lot with Jordan Grace. I mean, wasn't she even involved with Ash by Elegance? So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Let's see. We did see at ABC something that was shown, I guess a video. I guess them in first class next week. KC, if you guys aren't familiar, KC Navarro is becoming a regular popular on that show. He is still young. So I would say he is, I guess it's the present. He's not up and coming because he's currently wrestling, but he is young. We shall see what happens with first class. We shall see what happens with KC. I do know AJ Francis. They are having him as a huge star of the show. So we shall see. My apologies. We shall see how they do, AJ Francis and KC. I mean, KC could use AJ Francis's guidance, and AJ could use KC's his youthness and him being popular and young. I mean, I'm not saying that AJ isn't young, but we known him for a minute now, so he's not the youngest no more, which isn't a bad thing. I'm seeing Beetlejuice next week. Okay, are you going with someone? Nice. I hear everyone is talking about that movie. We have Zaya Ziho coming to TNA. We had Zachary and Speedball, which they're going to face each other. Defeat Mike. Defeat the Good Hands. What are you saying? Okay, so nice. It seemed like you and your uncle are really close because I think you said you went out to IHOP with him and he's going to the movie. So I'm glad to see that you and your mom, your uncle are close. I'm assuming they're siblings, them two. Not your dad and mom's side. They're both probably on your mom's side, your uncle and your mom. But we did see them defeat the Good Hands. This is setting up for their match with what's his name, Zachary. We did see that he did get some revenge on Wesley. Nice. How far are you trying to go again? Good. You're at 2,000. How far are you actually trying to go again? But Zachary did get his revenge. Sorry, and he did get the win tonight. So Zachary is for a good. He's in a good stance right now. He's actually getting some wins and actually getting some shine. I always did like the X Division Championship, and I always did like Zachary, so good for him. We did have the Steph D. Lander, who was on X, asking her fans if they want to see her in NXT. I'm thinking, girl, just ask them to send you there. You know the fans are going to say yes. Who the hell is going to ask their fans, do you want to see me on NXT? What do you think they're going to say? Seems like maybe they just don't want to book her in NXT, so she's trying to get her fans to rile up, hoping the social media attraction will get her over there. I do think she would do well, I guess. This partnership is a little dragging, but I am happy for the TNA people to get exposure. Never hating on that. It just feel like a partnership should be special. But we did see them, Matt Cardona and Steph, in the middle of the ring. He came off as apologetic, then was insulting her and her new husband. So, that turned sour, basically throwing in her face how without him she would be nowhere. We all know that. Spiel kind of was reminding me of Angelina Love and Madison Rain. I was picturing this with Angelina Love. Like, oh, that sounds like Angelina Love saying that to Madison Rain or Velvet Sky, how without me, you're nothing. Because I think she said that before, Angelina Love. From the Beautiful People, hey, we're talking about TNA, aren't we? And those were the good old days. Um... Oh shoot, you're in for awakening because you still got 2010s and 20s, which we're currently in. We did have the Hardys backstage saying they're tired of being told that their nostalgia and how much they were loved and how they were role models. They're saying, God damn it, we're still current. So we did have them backstage saying how they're going to win those TNA tag team belts. They did mention how they won the WWF. I said, okay, nice throwback to WWF instead of WWE, WCW, TNA. So they're going to win it again and show that they're still relevant and still current. So I look forward to that. We did have Eric Young, who I said is the TNA original, and they always like to say that about him, that he is the TNA original. So that being said, Eric Young did defeat Jake something. There was supposed to be a handshake, but Jake something, the young one that has something to prove, held to the no, get your ass. So we saw them fighting. Then we had a save from Steve, because I guess, Young did get the not Young, what's his name? Something who attacked Young had the advantage. So he did get a little help. We did have the Moose and JDC defeat Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. Good to see Mike Santana in the main event. I did go to TNA. Remember, I said a couple videos, which was like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, that I went there live when they were in Chicago. Since I live in Michigan, I took a tram there. And I did like Mike Santana. He was someone that shined to me. So I'm glad to see that he is in the main event. I will be back in TNA for, what is that for? House TNA Wednesday. Something Glory. Bound for Glory, right? Is that the next one? Yeah, I will be there for, isn't that, Bound for Glory. Got my tickets. It's going to be at Wayne State, where I graduated and got my bachelor's degree. So it's going to be at the field house. Graduated. Actually, history lesson. if I recall, I am the first class that actually graduated the field house. I remember when it was still being built, and my class was the first one that graduated there. That was not 5 years ago. It's been 5 years and less. So I'm not saying this is ancient history, like 15, 20 years ago. This is something that just recently happened, class of 2022. But they will be at the field house for Saturday, Bound for Glory, and Sunday for TNA. Gonna be there for both nights. Floor seats are bought. TNA, their prices are reasonable, so I'm going to support. Go both nights. I'm gonna be fucking tired of singing TNA. I'm gonna be like, oh my goodness, I'm here all day Saturday and Sunday. But want to support them because, again, I like all wrestling. TNA, WWE, AEW. The more companies we have, the more opportunities for people that love wrestling, and the more products for us as fans to watch. Um, Excited for Bound for Glory. This isn't no advertisement, but since we're talking about it, excited for Bound for Glory. May get the VIP tickets, which I may get the VIP tickets if they have it, where you can meet people. I do want to see Miss Jordan Grace. But let's continue. Moose and JDC, they are the ones that won. Mike Santana, I think he was the one that got speared, if I recall correctly. Just went off air, but I was preparing for this. But Moose did win by a distraction, and Mike Santana did lose by this distraction. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, it was Santana that got pinned, so I do recall correctly. I don't like this for Moose. He's not a weak link. He doesn't always need this bullshit distractions. And then just the way they have him booked and how he looks so happy when he wins, like he's like, oh my God, I can't believe I won. This was the same person that was the champion for months. This is the person that I considered at one time still the face of TNA. So he shouldn't be always getting the victory by cheap shit, by having help. He doesn't need help. He can beat their ass by himself. And he shouldn't always look so puzzled and what's the word? Not puzzled. Just I don't know. I don't know what word I'm looking for right now. He looks puzzled, like, oh my God, I can't believe I won. But he also looks shocked and is grinning that he actually got the win. Like he didn't believe in himself. Like, oh my goodness, I got the distraction. I now won. Oh, yay, let me laugh all evil. I got to win. Like, why does he have to do this shit all the time? I mean, he doesn't need that to defeat Santana. He could defeat him one-on-one without the distraction bullshit. So just hate how they always do that with the heels. Like they can't ever win on their own. We did see, I say, okay, this is ending 2 minutes before 10 p.m., but Nick Nemeth did have a message for Moose. We shall see what happens with Moose and Nick Nemeth. I mean, clearly, Nick Nemeth recently just won this title. It hasn't even been a full 3 months, has it? I think it's just been over 2 months, or maybe that. I'm pushing it a little bit. So we know more likely that Nick Nemeth is going to retain. But he did say he came here for the best. He wants to beat the best. And that is who he wants to defeat is Moose. So this will be a good match, nevertheless. This will be a good match. But again, I see Nick Nemeth retaining because he hasn't been a champion for a while. So it would make sense to end his reign this fast. But this is your TNA Wrestling Live. I try to go live once a week and I'm trying to stay consistent, but I know a lot of people don't watch TNA and that's not trying to be funny, it's just the truth. So more people may watch it the replay once it goes on my YouTube instead of the live. But as TNA, I would give them a 4.1 out of 5. I love TNA, and I love the rebranding to the yellow ring and the yellow. They were known as the red, red was what they were known for, the red ropes. Now they're a little bit more known for the yellow lookish one. So TNA rebranding. Good luck with them and whatchamacallit. Good luck with them and NXT. I'm not a hater of this. A lot of people have said that to me, like you hater, blah blah blah. I don't want them to lose their identity. That is all. I don't want this to be so much, we talk about NXT when we're watching TNA to the point where like what is this NXT we're watching since it's so involved on TNA's television? Just like the same for NXT. I did like NXT in the black and gold era. I did like the NXT 2.0 when Mandy Rose was kind of running that and she was the forefront of that. But now it's gotten a little boring. I do like some people like Wesley, things of that nature, but I don't know. I think they need to spice it up a little. And I just don't like how they're too dependent on TNA and their wrestlers. I mean, you only get a pop half the time when you involve someone from TNA now, which is not sad, but it's just like, you can't come up with your own shit. You have to depend on a TNA pop or a TNA shock factor moment, which is not shocking anymore since someone always shows up every week now. So hopefully NXT can bring some heat. They have some talented stars, so it's not like it's not possible. It's just they need to put in some time and work and some storylines. So this is my review. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. I had a long day and I still got more stuff to do. So I am multitasking, but my name is Mars. Some people call me that here online, Mar. My real name is Markel. I'll see you guys on the next video. This was your TNA review, September 5th, 2024. Sub to the YouTube, Markel's World. Follow on TikTok, Markel's World. Also follow Pro Wrestling Tea, a Facebook group I made where we gossip wrestling together. But check it out, check it out. Almost done cleaning. I was cleaning a little bit when I got home, so almost done with that. So, been trying to purchase this ticket for a wrestling event, but it's been a little weird. The little purple pass that Are you kidding me? So it works only when you use it on your computer? Really? So I've been trying to buy this ticket at work. It's been denying my credit card, my debit card, then my Chase card that's not even associated with my, that's not even associated with my bank. Now I've been trying to buy this ticket and I'm finally able to buy it when I'm on my laptop, on my Mac. But when I was trying to buy it on my iPhone, it kept giving me decline with every card I tried. So I'm finally able to buy it, finally. Only going for the show for Matt Riddle, of course. TNA, Anthony, if you're still here, you take care. I'm relaxed tonight. It's Friday tomorrow, so you ain't gonna see me all stressed out. Still gotta clean this damn place. Still cleaning. Went to the gym, had some errands to run, grocery shopping. My power was out for 4 days, so finally I bought some food. Gym, had to pick something up. Order that I did, therapist appointment I had. Busy Thursday. Come here, write my birthday post for my Facebook page, get ready for this, doing this. So it's been a really busy Thursday, but it's over. I can play Sims 4 now on my PlayStation 5. Again, I always say this is Markel's World, all things professional wrestling in my life. So I'm actually now sharing a little bit about my life and speaking about my day instead of just wrestling, 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 wrestling. See you guys on the next video. I'm actually talking about what's going on in my life. So, busy day. Hope everyone is doing well. Please sub, please support. See you guys on the next video, which I'm going to make my YouTube video just for you guys, the weekend version where I just do a YouTube video for YouTube and a TikTok just for TikTok. So look out for that. Bought my ticket. Happy. We're ending Thursday in a positive light. So remain safe, y'all. Peace.